Hi and welcome back to the channel. This weekend we've got the FA Cup semi-final fixtures going on. We've got Chelsea versus Manchester City tomorrow on Saturday. Then we've got Manchester United versus Coventry on Sunday. Both games will obviously be taking place at Wembley. So in this video I'm going to be doing the previews basically, but I'm going to start with the Chelsea and Man City one. So in this video, I'm basically going to be doing the Manchester City versus Chelsea combined 11 / preview for that game. So yeah, let's get started. So as always, when it comes to my combined 11s, I go according to players who are currently fit, and I also look at the form in which they are going into the particular game in question. So in at number one, we've got Ederson for Man City versus Petrovic for Chelsea. I'm definitely going to go with Ederson in goal. Moving it on to right back. This is what I found to be the toughest position for me when it came to right back. We've got Kyle Walker for Manchester City versus Malo Gusto. Now, look, don't get me wrong here. Hear me out. I know Kyle Walker is absolutely top fullback. In fact, I'd call him a world-class right back. But based on what I prefer in a fullback, I prefer a fullback who can both defend but also go forward. So I feel someone like Malo Gusto is better than Kyle Walker when it comes to going forward. But defensively, I think Walker's still the better defender. But I'm going to go with my personal preference. I prefer Malo Gusto. I'm a big fan of his. So at right back, I've gone with Malo Gusto. Moving it on to centre back, all the Chelsea centre backs are rubbish. Honestly, they're rubbish. And then when you go to the other side, Man City, they've got a few world-class ones. So I'm definitely going to go with players like Ruben Diaz at centre back, as well as John Stones. So that's my centre back partnership. Moving it on to left back, I don't really rate many of City's left backs. Guys like Ake, not so good. Chelsea have got Chilwell, Cucurella, also not so good. But of late, Pep Guardiola has been playing Joshua Gvardiol at left back, even though he's a centre back. So based on that, I'm going to put Guardiola at left back. Moving it on to midfield, I'm going to go with the midfield three. I know Chelsea spent 115 on Caicedo and 110 or 105. Excuse me, 105 on Enzo. But neither one of them make it into my midfield three. My midfield three is quite simple. We've gone with Rodri at the base of midfield, and then in front of him we've gone with 2 8s and Kevin De Bruyne and what's his name? Phil Foden. For me, I feel Phil Foden does well, or his best position is in and around the 10 or /8, but basically in the middle of the pitch. That's where he has more impact in the big games. So none of this nonsense where you put Phil Foden at right wing. No, Foden is a midfielder. Put him in midfield. So I've gone with the midfield three of Rodri, De Bruyne, and Foden. And then moving it on forward, starting with the right wing. I don't think there's any debate to be had here. There's no debate to be had here. At right wing, I'm going with my guy Cole Palmer. This boy is just something else, man. As we speak, he's currently the joint top scorer in the Premier League alongside Erling Haaland. Now, I know he scored a lot of penalties this season, but at the end of the day, you've got to score the penalties, you know. So Cole Palmer's in a right wing for me. Moving it on to left wing, for Man City, you've got Jeremy Doku, you've got Jack Grealish. When it comes to Chelsea, you've got bums basically like flipping Raheem Sterling and Mudryk. Do me a favor. I'm going to go with Jack Grealish. I'm definitely going to go with Jack Grealish. Again, I think this guy is so good. So good. So for me, on my left wing position, I've put Jack Grealish there. Moving it on to the number 9. There's no need to have discussions. I know Erling Haaland hasn't been playing well of late, but for me, Erling Haaland gets into the combined 11. None of this Nicholas Jackson nonsense. So for me, Haaland gets in. So just to recap, my combined 11 for the Manchester City versus Chelsea game in the semi-finals of the FA Cup is as follows. Ederson in goal. Malo Gusto at right back, John Stones and Ruben Diaz as my centre backs, Josko Gvardiol at left back, midfield three, I've gone with Rodri, Foden, and De Bruyne. And when it comes to the front three, I've gone with Cole Palmer at right wing, Jack Grealish at left wing, and Erling Haaland through the middle. So yeah, that's my combined 11 for this game. So moving it on to my thoughts, there's not much to be said about the tactical side of the game, because we all know what's going to happen. Man City will dominate possession. They will definitely dominate possession like they do against 9 times out of 10 teams that they play. So, excuse me. I feel City will dominate the ball. Chelsea will probably look to hit them on the counter. And to be fair to Chelsea, this season Chelsea have been very good against the Big Six sides. You know, I don't think they've lost a single game against any of the Big Six. So I think Chelsea are going to be a proper challenge for Man City tomorrow. And given the fact that City played 120 minutes and even went forward to go to penalty shootouts against Madrid, I think those Manchester City players will be tired, physically and mentally, because losing a quarterfinal, Champions League quarterfinals through a penalty shootout is quite draining. I don't care what anyone says. It's quite draining. I know those guys are top world-class players, proper mentalities, strong and all of that. But you cannot tell me that losing out of the quarterfinals of the Champions League through penalty shootouts does not hurt. Especially given the fact that Man City were all over Madrid throughout the whole 120 minutes. But yeah, I genuinely think the fact that they've been dumped out of the Champions League is going to piss Man City off, because they were the better side at the end of the day against Madrid. So they're going to be pissed off, and I think they're going to be looking to right their wrongs. So either one of two things will happen. Either we'll have a City which comes against Chelsea as a wounded animal. They'll be coming saying, you know what, our double treble dream has been destroyed by Madrid, so only 2 trophies left to play for this season, which is the FA Cup and the Premier League. So I think they could either come back like a wounded animal and try to punish Chelsea and proper dominate them and maybe even slap them 3-4-0. But if I'm being honest, I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is Chelsea, I don't think, when last did Chelsea even play a game? I think it's been, since the Everton game, was it on Monday? Sorry. I think it was on Monday. So Chelsea basically have been off from Monday, and they're only going to be playing on Saturday. So they've had the whole week of nothing, just chilling, training, preparing for the City game. Well, City are coming to this game physically and mentally tired, as I stated before. So what I think will actually happen is I think Chelsea might shock people. And they might just beat Man City in the semi-finals. Whether it goes into extra time or whether it's through the original 90 minutes, I have a sneaky feeling Chelsea will win. I do. I really do. Like I said, there's 2 scenarios. Either City comes out looking for revenge and they batter Chelsea like nobody's business, or Chelsea will somehow find a win, even if they don't play the best football. But like I did say, Chelsea haven't lost against any of the big sides this season. They haven't. So I honestly don't think tomorrow is going to change. I think Chelsea will hold on. They're going to get dominated all game. They'll sit back and they look to hit Man City on the counter. And some way, somehow, by hook or by crook, I think Chelsea will get the win tomorrow against Manchester City. So I'm going to go ahead and predict a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I could be wrong, but hey, we'll see what happens. As for the Manchester United preview, that game is on Sunday. So I'm going to be dropping the preview tomorrow. I'm going to do the pre-record today. Tomorrow I'll then release the Man United versus Coventry preview. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Check it out. Check out the channel. And yeah, those are my thoughts on tomorrow's game. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You know, share the video, like the video, all that good stuff. Drop a comment. Do you think I'm crazy to predict? Do you think I'm wrong to think that Chelsea are going to beat Man City? Do you think City are just going to smash them? Because I think Chelsea are going to win it tomorrow. 2-1. 2-1 is the score I'm going to predict. And I think it's going to happen in the 90 minutes. But if it goes to extra time, even better for Chelsea. Because City went into extra time during the week. So they're definitely tired. And they don't want that to be happening again. But I don't even think it'll get to that. I think City will win. Chelsea will win 2-1 in normal time. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. And I'll see you soon.